What's up guys, Slickshot Games here, and today I'm going to be doing a commentary about the state of CSGO and whether it's going downhill or is it a dead game as some people consider it. You're just going to be watching some Go gameplay, of course, as you can imagine, as I'm talking about it. So right off the bat, I'm posing the question. I see a lot of memes and a lot of people talking, yeah, CSGO being a dead game, this and that. And this is my thoughts on it. So right off the bat, when you're trying to figure out whether a game's dead or not, you look at the player count, and then you look at the esports scene and whether people are watching it or is anybody watching it. And for CS:GO, a lot of people are watching the big events. The majors bring in millions of viewers, literally. And just so as an esport, it is succeeding totally, and some people say, well, you'll see a lot of memes in the chat of people saying it only has 50,000 views or whatnot. It all depends on the size of the tournament, and something has happened is that the rate at which there are actual events has really increased. There's a lot of events right after another, so it's hard to maintain the same viewership on all of them. But when we're talking about the big ones, it seems to consistently have a good amount of viewers. I was watching, Epicenter this weekend, and it had about like 100,000 views, which is really, really good when we're talking about events and stuff like that. So as far as in the competitive scene, I don't think it is dead. I think that it's very much alive. Where it goes from there, I can't see it going down, but it could get bigger, but I can't see just everyone watching it kind of like stop watching it. So as far as an esport, I think it will always be a contender. It always has, and it will always continue to be, a big name in the esports scene. So the majors will continue to get views. Also, something else to add is that when they do stream the competitions on YouTube, the viewership is so poor, and that's just like a really bad way of going about it. YouTube is not a good platform to stream any type of events or anything like that, so they should really steer clear of that, because obviously if they do that, the viewership is gonna plummet. It only gets like, I don't know, like way less than on Twitch. Anyway, how about the game itself? Now, this has come into question because of some not really competitor, but a big, as far as multiplayer games go, we have the big ones like League, Dota, and all these, Overwatch, and we have CSGO, of course. They're all up there, and then all of a sudden here came PUBG, the most popular game I've seen in quite some time. It has really just changed, how the scene in that game style. There's so many gimmicks of that, but it's come, and there was a big stat or something that like 50% of the people who play CSGO own PUBG and are now playing it, or something crazy like that. So, you can't really compare the two games, but as far as multiplayer games that people like playing, PUBG seems to have taken the reign that CSGO once had. This Battle Royale, archetype that they have, it's really appealing to a lot of players, and it's just like this new game that has come out, and a lot of people are enjoying it more than CSGO in its own way. But this isn't to say that people don't play CSGO anymore. It's just kind of always competing with PUBG, rather. And it varies. Sometimes CSGO has a lot of concurrent players more than PUBG, and then vice versa. But one of the reasons this is that people are going over to other games like PUBG is because of just the lack of updates. People are kind of unhappy. There's not enough updates to keep you in the game, keep you interested. Now, I'm not talking me personally. I've always liked the game. I always will like the game. There's nothing they could do unless they really completely change everything, but I'm fine with how it is. I don't expect updates every single, day. I do think that they should be tweaking stuff and making the game better, which they have been doing, but I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, people were unhappy, as far as the operations go, they have like one every year. It's kind of crazy. And that's something refreshing to see. whenever there is operations, but they're few and far between. And people are just waiting for, the next operation. They're kind of, I guess they think it's stale now, the experience of CS:GO. There's not enough to keep them there. And as far as the developers go, there's no incentive to actually really put in a bunch of effort to change the game, because of the fact that they are still making a crap ton of money. They really could just not do anything ever, and they'll still have people buying the game and still buying cases and skins and all this stuff, because that's just how it will be. It's a living, breathing market, and the developers really don't have to do anything. But now there's a call to action now that PUBG has come out and they're losing players, I guess, and maybe not. That's not the reason of some of the recent updates, but just one of those things to keep in mind. But as far as recently, they have been coming out with some updates that make the game better. The pistol updates, that's always been a problem. People have complained about it. They're slowly coming out with those updates. Of course, the highly anticipated Dust 3, they had that. Or not Dust 3, Dust 2, the revamped version of it. Just the renovation of it. And that was a big change. Pretty good job on that, and they've been really actually kind of been responsive recently. They were known for not responding to the community, and now here they are, changing stuff, and every single bug that has been mentioned in the Reddit and then brought up to Valve's attention, they've changed them, and they've fixed all the bugs. It's really refreshing to see, and that's, they need more communication with the community and the players, but I think it's on the right track. Are they trying to get back the players that left, or are they honestly trying to just recreate the game and make it the best they can? Hopefully it's probably a little bit of both, but we'll have to see. So do I think it is a dead game? No, I don't. I think that it will continue to grow. I don't know how much, but I can't see it going downhill from here. If they don't change anything for a while, if they really just stop doing things, I could see players are going to leave, but I think it will always be contender. CS will never not be up there with the biggest multiplayer games. So yeah, that's my spiel. Hope you enjoyed this kind of discussion about it. Tell me below what you think and what you guys want to see next. Please subscribe and hit that like button. Goodbye.